Good evening, all. This is a short video. We are doing this short video on Obibo TV this day, being in Gregorian calendar, being the 9th of January 2019. In Igbo day, we call today is Eke Day. Ụbọchị Eke. Ụbọchị Eke. Eke bụ nnukwu ụbọchị n'ala Igbo. Eke is a great day in Igbo land. So today we want to still continue on this self-awareness of who we are. Self-aware we are with the black people. Who are we? So we want to continue to create this self-awareness to every sister and every brother wherever you are, both home and abroad. Africans in African soil and Africans that are living in diaspora. Because for almost hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, our history has been wiped out by our enemies. But luckily for us, our ancestors are here now. Our ancestors have resurrected now to bring that self-awareness to us. And that is why we are doing this video at Obibo TV today. To remind you, our African daughters, our Africans, our African fathers, our African mothers, brothers and sisters, wherever you are, all over the world, even the ones they stole in the Americas, and the ones they stole even to Europe, and the ones they are still enslaving, even in African soil. We want to continue to create this self-awareness, to remind us of who we are. Because they have destroyed all our history. They will lie to you that Africans sold African during the so-called West Atlantic slave trade. But the real truth about it is that now, if you go to the market and purchase something, when you come back home, you won't destroy that thing. See, you won't destroy it because you purchase it with your money, with your hard-earned money. You are not going to destroy it. Now think of the matter. They told you that Africans sold Africans. If truly that Africans sold Africans, how come about they killed some of our brothers and sisters? They even pushed some into sea. They shot many. With this, I think you will now ask yourself, did they really sow their brothers, their brethren? The answer is no. The answer is no. The white supremacy are the one controlling this earth as of this time that I'm talking to you. They control the news, they control the media, they control education. They are so-called education, the education system. They are the one that set everything up. They control the so-called history. I don't want to call it history because it's his story, their own story. See, they control politics, they control monetary system, they control religion. And everything they do is through propaganda. They do the propaganda that Africans sold Africans. Why did they do that? They do it now to create problems. They create enmity between us and our brethren in the Americas. So that our brethren in the Americas will be having it, oh, they sold us. And they go to Africa, say, oh, those guys that, those slaves that you sold to Americans, they don't like you at all. They hate you. And why are they doing that? So that we will never come in contact to be one, because they know that whenever we unite and become one, that will be their downfall. So that's the reason why we are doing this at Obibo TV today. This continue creating this self-awareness of who we are. Who we are. Whenever Africans unite, something always happens. That's the reason why that story they give you in the Bible, they say that God come down from heaven to earth and see that they have a plan. Anything they want to do, they will succeed. They are building a mansion up to heaven, and God come and confuse their language. It's a lie. No God come down and confuse them. Ask yourself the question: why will God come down if the people that He created are one and everything they are doing is prospering? Why would He come down and destroy it? So that fake story is us they are talking about, because they came to Africa once they seduce our ancestors. They seduce our ancestors spiritually, but that is another teaching of another day. After seducing our ancestors, what did they do? They create divisions. That's where they scatter the nations. Africans doesn't have other languages before. We have one language. Although some people might argue this, because I don't blame them, because they don't know. But now our ancestors are really is telling us exactly what really happened, transpired. Africans have one language, and that ancient language is Igbo. Every African comes from Igbo. Our brethren in the US, they are all Igbo people. Jamaica, West Indies, every other places they call the name, we are all brethren. Before, when I was still in this, living in that delusion that they created, called religion, Christianity, I was still living like, oh, these brothers, they don't like us, the Americans, they don't like us, Jamaicans, they don't like us. But since my self-awareness, whenever I see my West Indian brother, I hug her, I hug him. I see her, I hug her. I love both my sisters, both my brothers. Same also America, same also all African countries. Because these people bring those division in Africa, created those countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Benin, Niger, so-called all those countries. It was their creation. Africa is one. Although today they try to deceive some of our people, oh, there's a place called Egypt. Although that's a teaching of another day. But in reality, there is no place called Egypt. Egypt is their creation, the creation of the Greeks. You see, I tell you, as I'm telling you, my dear brothers and sisters, come out, start doing your research. Contact us at Obibo TV, because we want to work together with all our African brothers and sisters. Because this self-awareness we are talking about is for every African, both in diaspora and also in the ones in African soil. Mind you, the name Africa is not our name. But why I'm using it now is for you to know, because if I start pronouncing the real name of Africa, maybe many of us will not understand what I'm talking. Although that is another teaching of another day. Remember, what we are talking of today is to create that self-awareness of who we are. We are the original people of the earth, my brethren. We own the earth. These people, they are not from this planet. From all indication, they are not from this planet. That's why they can go and wipe out the whole nation. They don't care, because they don't have human. They are not human. Sorry that I will use this word. I don't want to be offensive to anybody, but I have to say it the way it is. You know? So that's why we are telling you, brothers and sisters, wake up. Wake up. Wake up and embrace your own. Love your own. Wherever you are you in Jamaica? Are you in Nigeria? Are you in South Africa? We are one. I say we are what? One. Those creation, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Guinea, whatever, is these people that created those things to divide us, because they knew that whenever we come together, something happens. And if we come together, that is their downfall. They don't want us to come together. Why they did not want us to come together? You come to African countries, they are the one controlling all the resources still today. Those guys they put on their like president or ministers, whatever, is their puppet. They're all their puppet. The agenda is still functioning. The agenda of the white supremacy group that is not even up to 1% of the earth. Mind you, what I'm talking about is the white supremacist group. I'm not talking of the white people. Among the white people, there are many good guys, many good people, but we are talking about what they set up. That 1%, that is not even up to 1% group. They control the whole world monetary system. They control the educational system of the world. They control the so-called history. I always call it history. They control literature. Media, they control the whole media, the whole mainstream media, they are the one controlling it. So the news they want you to hear is what you will hear. But we are here at Obibo TV to tell you the way it is. We will live by the truth and we will say the truth. And we are creating this self-awareness to our brethren, wherever you are. As far as you are a black person, we are one. We are one. Know thyself. And if you can be able to come together, believe me, my brothers, my sisters, something will happen. We will start flourishing. We are meant to live together. We are not meant to live everybody mind your own business or something like that. Or, no, this country is, I have to struggle on my own. No, individually, no. We are meant to live together. We are meant to live together, not individually. You see, because we are special creature. We are the children of the earth, the people of the sun, S-U-N. That's where they told the story. They tell you without the sun, you will not have life. S-O-N. No, it's S-U-N, the Son of God. We are the children of the sun. That's why we can survive in every weather. You go to tropical weather, you will survive. You come to this weather they call winter, you survive. Any weather you go, you survive because you are the original creature. So this is what we want to say today at Obibo TV, to call you my dear brethren, dear African brethren, wherever you are. Wake up, start loving one another, know who you are, know that we are one. It doesn't matter whether someone is from England, it doesn't matter you are from Jamaica, it doesn't matter if I'm from the so-called United States and other countries in Africa. We are one. I say we are one. So we will still go into more details, especially on this topic, creating self-awareness of who we are. Thank you, all of you, and have a good night. Thanks.